Hi! Welcome back, and cutscene?
Yeah,
Can't believe this.
it just started as soon as we came up from the or from the cliff off.
Oh, fuck.
Apparently there's a war going on.
It just started. Oh, fuck, they're shooting cannons. Why?
They're shooting pink cannons.
I'm a fire in my laser.
Wow.
Bah!
Never seen weapons like that. Lightning cannons. Lightning magic. This is a really destructive war.
Yeah, and you have people running around.
Or at least people-shaped blobs of sentience.
Blah! You can tell they just didn't care.
Yeah, that's a really low-budget, off-model animation right there.
No, in a sense, it's a representation of the chaos of war.
Sure, let's go with that.
Because it's a fucking mess. Oh, here comes ramming into each other. Fuck that shit. There's something called barriers.
No, there's not.
Oh, wait, no, it's called penetration.
Incoming!
What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck is going on? Why? Why are they fighting?
This isn't good. Both armies could be completely wiped out.
Yeah. We're above the
Rugnica.
Rugnagate plains, and the separate tree below us is already gone.
This must be what my brother was trying to accomplish.
What do you mean?
He wanted to eradicate the people of the Outer Lands. He knew from the score about the war in the Rugnica plains.
He eliminates the Shuri Hill tree, causing both armies to fall. It's quite efficient. Gotta be kidding me! I don't know what his reasons are, but what he's doing is insane!
If they're fighting here, then Kim Luska's main force must be at Kaitsor. I'll make them cease hostilities. I'm concerned about Engave as well. It's likely to be targeted as a strategic supply point. With St. Bina gone, that village is virtually defenseless.
You mean it could be attacked and destroyed even before it falls? Jeez!
Let's split up. One team will check on Engave, and the other will call for a ceasefire at Kaitsur. I should go to Engave. Discussions won't even start without someone from the Malkuth military.
And I'll go to Kaitsor.
Either one is fine with me. I have an idea. What about you, Luke? What do you say, Izumi?
I don't know.
Either one is fine.
True. Going with
We'll end up following both parties anyway. Send Luke somewhere.
Let's back up our kind of dense to the world princess.
I'll go to Kaitsur. I'm an heir to the throne after all. I might be able to help. Okay, how should we organize the teams? Is there anyone you want to take with you? Not Tyr, because the other party needs a healer. Annis, so Izumi will have someone to voice, I'm guessing.
I'll also have you there.
Ah. And all that leaves is Guy.
Guy, so you'll have someone to voice.
Of course you're taking me with you. Okay, let's do everything we can.
Please come with me, Ion.
Okay. First, let's drop Natalia's team off at Kaitsur. Then we'll head to Engave in the Albiore. Sounds good. Let's go.
It goes so slowly.
General Cecile!
Who was this?
Robin.
Right. Go on ahead. Luke von Faber? And Princess Natalia? You're alive. Yes, there's no longer any reason to fight. Call your troops back at once. My deepest apologies, but I lack that authority. Lieutenant General Almondine is in command of this operation.
Then take us to him!
Unfortunately, he's headed to Cassidonia to meet with Grand Maester Mose.
Cassidonia? How can a commander leave the battlefield in the middle of a war?
We need recognition from the Order that this operation is justified retribution. He went there for the proceedings.
I was under the impression that only the phone master could officially sanction aggression.
Order of Lorelei internal procedure is not my concern. I cannot answer requests for a cessation of hostilities until Lieutenant General Almondine returns. But you have to! The battlefield is going to fall! Fall?
It's going to be destroyed just like Exariuth.
Are you saying Malkuth has a weapon that can do that? No! That's not what it is, but it's dangerous! I don't really understand, but unfortunately I lack the authority to pull the troops back.
Then let's go talk to Count Almondine. We'll take a ship to Cassidonia from Kaitsur like last time.
We can't, Luke. Kimloska's port at Cassidonia is on the Batical side. We were only able to use the Malkuth port that time because we weren't at war. Her Highness is correct. The standard sea route between Kaitsur and Cassidonia is east across the Albert Sea. Traveling by sea is dangerous in wartime. I cannot permit Her Highness to board a ship.
Izumi.
General Cecile, preparations are complete.
Understood. I'm keeping my troops waiting. I apologize, Your Highness, but I must be going. I'll inform the authorities at the Kaitsur port of your presence. Please await their escort.
Be careful.
What? Oh, yes, thank you. If we're taken to Kaitsur, we won't be able to do anything.
Want to head to Cassidonia by land? No way. Think. We'll have to run right through the battlefield.
But it means we'll be able to meet with Count Almondine. Once he learns we're alive, he should understand that this war is meaningless.
If Natalia's going, then I'm going to protect her. I'm just your lowly servant, so I guess I'll have to go along with it. Guy, I didn't mean for you to... I'm just kidding, you idiot. Anyway, be careful, okay? If you two die, it defeats the entire purpose.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Right, let's get going. At war, Natalia. Damn it, Mose!
He must have convinced Father to declare war in revenge for our disappearance.
All part of his stupid plan, and we couldn't even stop it!
It's no use worrying about the past right now. We have to inform Almondine that we're alive and convince him to stop the fighting.
Yeah, I know. Do you think Jade and the others will be okay in the middle of all this? We'll probably have to go through the battlefield too.
That is a concern, but we have our own work to do. Is that not our job, given that we are the reason this war has started?
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Wait, should we not first prepare ourselves as well as we can?
Oh, yeah, we won't be able to stop it in Gave on the way. Namely, I want to go back to the save point and save. Because the idea is... I hope the save point is around here somewhere. The idea is we're going out there onto the world map, and the entire world map is a battlefield right now, so...
We can't save.
Let me try to find the inn. So we're going to have to try to avoid getting any encounters. Here's the inn and the item shop. Okay, there's the save point. We can save. Just in case we mess up.
Don't tell me that, Izumi. I can't afford to go to Universal right now.
It's in the works.
I know, but...
Mm.
I'm pretty sure holy bottles won't work presently, by the way. So we really better hope we don't get an encounter spawn right on top of us.
We finally made it to a campsite.
How much farther to Kessadonia?
We still have a long way to go. Is someone there?
It's me. General Frings! What are you doing here?
Indeed. The Kimnoskin army is deployed in this area.
My troops reported seeing you. I can't imagine a general going out scouting on his own. Don't tell me you're trying to make use of Natalia in this conflict. Please don't misunderstand. I haven't come here to harm you, nor to scout. I just want you to leave this battlefield.
What do you mean?
If things stay the way they are now, we'll have to kill you, because you're from Kimlaska.
We're headed to Kessadonia to end this fighting. No matter the danger, we cannot turn back.
You can't possibly make it. The fighting is only going to grow fiercer. I can't tell my troops to try to avoid attacking just you. We know. We don't want to fight you either. We're trying our best to avoid fighting. I see. I'll try notifying those who understand the situation not to attack you. But if it does come down to battle, please don't hate my soldiers.
After he came all this way here, despite the danger, I feel bad for refusing.
But if this war continues, everyone will die when the land falls. We have to stop it, right?
Yes. I hope we can avoid fighting Morkuth.
Yeah. Let's move carefully so we don't have to fight.
Round 2.
Yes, there will
No
be
killing.
there will be a few rounds and a few more campsites on our way to Kessadonia, and we cannot save in the middle of them. In the middle of this limited world map, this battlefield
No.
state world map.
No, you don't see anything. No, you
Yep.
see nothing.
Nothing to
nice.
see here. Move along.
Move along.
There's campsite number 2.
We finally made it to today's campsite.
Yeah, we succeeded in avoiding the Malkuth troops along the way.
I hope we can continue like this.
We're about halfway to Kessadonia now. Huh?
Who's there?
The
Brigadier
fuck?
General Cecile.
How did you know we were here?
My troops reported seeing you. What are you doing in a place like this? I told you, we're going to see Almondine in order to stop this conflict. You can't be serious. Right now, you're still within our force's area of control. Please, return to Kite Soar. It's too dangerous.
We can't. If this war continues, everyone will die.
Our forces will not lose. That's not what we mean. This battlefield is in danger. As things stand now, both armies will be wiped out. Your Highness, please understand my position. I'm sorry to do this to you, but this is my duty. All right, then at least let me assign you some protection. Please. All right, I appreciate your concern.
But we don't need a whole lot of troops. That'd just draw attention.
Understood. Starting tomorrow, I'll have one platoon accompany you from behind. Please, be careful.
So far, so good.
You just stare at us. Nope. Nope.
We're almost
Nope.
there.
Ah! Ah! One more camp.
Here's today's campsite.
We're almost to Kessadonia.
Yes.
Huh? Who's there? Ah. Kimloskan forces.
Markuth troops.
Hey, stop! Both of you!
General Cecile, sheathe your sword. This man will not harm us. But
General Cecile? That General Cecile?
who are you?
Brigadier General Aslan Frings.
Aslan. General Frings.
Both of you listen. We're headed to Kessadonia to stop this war. We've told you both this already. We're not going to let you fight right in front of us. That's why I'm here. I want you to remove the Kimloskan escort that's following behind you.
What are you saying? From here on is Malkuth-controlled territory. I came here to ask permission to increase their escort.
I've explained the situation to my troops in the area between here and Kessadonia. We can let Princess Natalia's group through alone, but if Kimloskan troops are with them, we'll have no choice but to attack.
We can't possibly trust that. General Cecile, wait. General Frings is a trustworthy man.
And if it comes down to it, we'll protect Natalia. Don't worry.
But I've made up my mind.
If anything happens to them, I'll take my own life. Please, Cecile.
Your life is hardly worth that of Princess Natalia's. But I'll back down on behalf of Luke's words.
Thank you.
Now both of you, return to your camps without fighting.
So the Malkuth troops won't attack us tomorrow.
That doesn't mean we can be careless. We won't have any support either.
I know.
Master, I don't understand this at all.
You don't need to understand Mew. Just stay away.
Run!
Just stay away from enemies. That's the only thing you need to know. Fuck, 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 fuck,
Those,
fuck, fuck,
aren't
fuck,
those
fuck, fuck.
wasn't that city the place?
No,
or
that was not the place.
Are they coming back again?
Let's rest here tonight. Nope.
Where the fuck is Kessadonia?
Do you need the map?
The map is on my lower screen. Ah! I fucked up.
No, run. Just run from them.
It doesn't matter. Once you get an encounter, you failed. I have to start over.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. While you're doing that, I need to run to the restroom anyway.
Oh, we'll pause the recording here and get ourselves back on track. Sorry.
Amanda, hi everyone. Hello and welcome to another episode of Tales of the Abyss.
No,
and,
it's not another episode.
We're
We're back on track to Kessadonia.
Well, you said 3, 2, 1, and I got triggered.
Because we
into that.
had to
Okay.
restart the recording.
Okay, then. Hi. Guess what?
We got
found
to
it.
Kessadonia.
We finally made it. We crossed Rotelra Bridge like we were supposed to.
Thank you, Luke. Because of your skillful choice of routes, we avoided needless combat.
No, we owe it to General Cecile and Frings.
Ah, you've grown humble. I'm proud of you.
What? Oh, well, whatever. Let's enter the city. We still have to persuade Count Almondine.
Right.
Obtained Rebirth Doll, Ifrit, Specific, Apple Gel. Those are our rewards for avoiding any encounters with soldiers.
Is it funny that I can... Look, we still sparkle.
This is Tyr's party. Why are the...
Why am I glowing?
Did the effects of
She's-
the holy bottle transfer instantaneously from Luke to Tyr?
Please make it stop.
Wait. Oh, look, it stopped. No, it didn't.
Let's save now.
So we don't have to run all over again.
We don't have much time left, though.
No.
Well, there's only 12 minutes left. There's a 12... Oh, it stopped. There's 12 minutes left on this session. 10 minutes left. Do we need to talk to you? Yes, Rose.
Colonel, is it true that the front line is moving north?
I think the defenses will hold a bit longer, but this village is in extreme danger.
What should we do? We can't evacuate to Grand Kokma. They've already activated the capital's defenses.
Yes, Grand Kokma becomes a fortress during wartime. This entire continent is in danger. We should take refuge in Kessadonia.
Yes, the Order holds a strong influence there. Should be safe despite the fighting nearby.
That's a city for free merchants.
Annis,
So
what
it should
happened
be-
to your voice?
I'm having a stack. Sorry. That's a city for free merchants, so it should be safe.
Yes, I'm sure Aster will take them in.
Also, why the fuck am I so short?
Because you're a child.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm lazy.
But it would be impossible to take, to take the entire population aboard the Albiore. Though having them cross the battlefield on foot is no safer.
Could you take just the children and the elderly on that what's it called? The rest of us will stay here and surrender to the Kimloskan army.
No, there is still the danger of the land falling.
Falling? Wait, you mean like Saint Bina and Xerius?
Unfortunately, yes.
Then we'll run to Kessadonia on foot. At least the bridge has been repaired.
Let's do this. We'll leave the Albiore to Noel. We will escort those who are walking. I'll speak with the Ungave standing forces. If they could spare even one platoon to protect our rear.
You have to run across the battlefield again.
Again, yes.
Are we doing this tonight? I don't think we have enough time.
If it spits us out onto the battlefield immediately, then we may have to take our last... We may have to stop and just continue from our last save point. But we'll see if it gives us a chance to leave the city on our own.
Okay.
If she finishes transporting them earlier than expected, she'll return here. Though I wouldn't get my hopes up.
At least the Morkuth army lent us troops. We won't have to watch our back.
Alright.
Alright, so we're
You
gonna
want to
stay
read the
here. Do we have
synopsis
to
now or
Yeah,
next
let's
time?
let's read the synopsis.
read the synopsis?
That'll take up the
But
last
wait,
couple minutes.
Hold on a second. We're not with Luke, so we
Oh.
have someone else read it.
Oh, God.
I can do it.
Alright, Tyr will read Luke's diary. Oh, he's gonna be pissed.
We
I need to find
Wait, do a scene of like, oh, he forgot it.
Ugh, Luke left his damn journal in my bag.
Wait, he did?
Yes.
Oh, do you want to write in
second
it?
to last paragraph.
It's fine. I will update it for him, I guess.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Shut up. In order to save the pilot of the unstable...
Second to last paragraph.
Second to last.
Duh.
The Medjugorje Highlands were swarming with monsters, just like the rumors said. In order to save the pilot of the unstable Albiore, we'll have to use launcher devices to secure it from both sides. We don't have much time, so we're going to split into two groups. Oh, Luke's handwriting is atrocious. We managed to reach the Albiore before it fell off the ledge and rescued its pilot, Ginji. We also recovered the undamaged hover drive. So now we just have to bring it back to Iemon and Sheridan. We returned to Sheridan and Ginji left us to deliver the hover drive to Iemon. Let's go see Iemon for ourselves. When we arrived at the Albiore's dock to see Iemon, we were found by Kimloska's soldiers. They saw the Malkuth uniform Jade was wearing and tried to capture us. Guess I can't blame them, being in a state of war and seeing an enemy soldier like that. We ran into the dock and found that the Albiore was complete and ready to fly. We left Iemon and the others to handle the Kimloska soldiers and boarded the Albiore to go to St. Bina. Ginji's sister Noelle is piloting the Albiore for us. Thanks, Noelle.
I can't believe Luke actually wrote that. Well, at least that's what I would have said a little while ago.
See, he can show gratitude.
Apparently, yes.
The Albiore and the sinking town. The Albiore managed to make it to St. Bina just in time. We picked up former Field Marshal McGovern and the other trapped people, and took off in the Albiore. Just then, St. Bina fell past the dividing line and collapsed into the cliff off. According to me, if we don't do anything, St. Bina will fall into the mantle and disappear. The people from St. Bina looked depressed at that. Luke tried really hard to think of how we could save the town. He thought about Xeriuth. But the reason only pieces of land remained be because of the hyper-resonance he caused. In that case, since St. Bina's collapse was caused by Van doing something to the Sephiroth, couldn't we do something else to it and raise the land up again?
You really aren't happy about the Commandant, aren't you?
He wrote Master Van. I'm not going to call him that. But I said that nobody knows how to control the Sephiroth, so that would be difficult. He started to lose control and lashed out at everybody. He was mad that they wouldn't help him think of how to save St. Bina, and they didn't realize how much he wanted to avoid a second Xeriuth.
But then I scolded him. He thinks that's the first time I've ever done that. I've looked at him strangely. I've annoyed him. I've ignored him plenty of times, but I've never scolded him. I told him that everyone else wants to save St. Bina too. That's when he realized. Everyone knew that panicking wouldn't accomplish anything, so we were trying to think calmly. Only he was flailing around like a stupid kid. He hasn't changed at all. He's really pathetic.
Jade suggested that we ask about the Sephiroth in Yulia City.
Alice falls over laughing.
Yes, that's probably best right now. Let's head for Yulia City. Grandfather was waiting for us at Yulia City. Apparently, they had realized something was wrong when St. Bina collapsed. We placed the people from St. Bina in his custody before heading on. Just then, Mr. McGovern told him to cheer up. Jade wouldn't waste his time scolding people he didn't think were worth it.
Really? He'd like to think so, wouldn't he? It would mean he's regained a little bit of my trust. No, he was probably never trusted in the first place. So maybe he's finally earned some trust for himself. But he can't let it go to his head.
Anyway, he'll keep trying. Let's go see what Grandfather can tell us. Luke asked Grandfather if there was any way to save St. Bina and the lands around it. He said that there was no way to raise it back up to the height it used to be at, but it might be possible to keep it from sinking further. Here's how it would work. The outer lands are held up by power from the planet's vital points, the Sephiroth. Pillars called Sephiroth trees are extended from the Sephiroth, creating a force field called the Dividing Line, in which the outer lands rest. The Sephiroth trees are created by devices called passage rings that control the Sephiroth. That's how Van was able to make the Sephiroth tree beneath St. Bina disappear. So if we reactivate the Sephiroth tree, we should be able to create a force field above the mantle that will keep the area around St. Bina afloat. That may be the limit of what we could do, but Grandfather says it should be possible. The passage ring that was supporting the area around St. Bina is apparently under Shuri Hill. Ion said he was brought there when he was captured on the Tartarus and forced to remove the Dothic seal. That's one of several seals the passage rings were protected with, since they're such important devices. Van must have gotten around all of them somehow. It's also necessary to use the 7th phonon to operate the passage ring, but that shouldn't be a problem. We've got 2 7th phonists with us, myself and Natalia, and it seems like even Luke can use the 7th phonon. Sitting around sulking won't help St. Bina. Let's see what we can do at Shuri Hill.
We arrived at Shuri Hill. The Dothic seal is already gone, so let's head inside. We came as far as the device that's presumably the passage ring, but it doesn't respond to anything we do. Apparently, it's still sealed by the Yulian seal. That's odd. I thought the Commandant removed that seal. Maybe he sealed it again. Let's look around Shuri Hill and see if we can find a way to unseal the passage ring. Well, we've done what we can. Luke was worried that we still wouldn't be able to use the passage ring, but it reacted to Tyr and started up. He wonders if it's because Tyr is a descendant of Yulia. Anyway, we were about to try and use the passage ring, but it looks like Commandant Grants was a step ahead of us. He set the passage ring so that the Sephiroth tree couldn't be regenerated. Put simply, he's made a valve out of some sort of code that closed off the Sephiroth. We were stuck, so Luke asked if there was any way he could use hyperresonance to erase the valve. He has been practicing the use of hyperresonance after all. I said that it could work, so he gave it a shot. The passage ring control panel is something like a picture, with all the information represented graphically. So if the part of the picture representing the valve is erased, then the code will disappear too. He followed my instructions using hyperresonance to cut the valve part out, and succeeded in reviving the Sephiroth tree. He did it. But just as Luke was getting elated, we found out that things were much worse than we thought. It turns out that the Sephiroth tree controlled here had been supporting almost the entire continent of Rupnica. At the very least, it looks like Engave is going to fall as well. We can't just sit around here. We have to evacuate everybody from Engave. With the comparatively light weight of the Albiore, it should be easy to use the remaining power of the Sephiroth to return to the Outer Lands. Let's head for the hole in the Outer Lands northeast of Yulia City.
We returned to the Outer Lands and found that Kimnoska and Molkuth had gone to war. So we weren't able to stop the war after all. Worse, the battles were occurring throughout the East Rubnica plains. The Sephiroth tree that was supporting this area is already gone. At this rate, all the soldiers on the battlefield will die. I said that this was Van's real aim. There was a reason he was trying to make people follow the school he hated so much. By causing a war and then removing the Sephiroth tree onto the battlefield, he could eliminate a large number of people from the Outer Lands all at once. But why is Van trying to kill people here? Is it revenge for Hod? Thinking about that won't help us right now. We've got to stop the war and get everyone out of the area. We decided to split into 2 groups. One group going with Natalia to negotiate a ceasefire, and the other going with Jade to evacuate the people of Engave.
Natalia found General Cecile about to march and asked her to stop the fighting, but she said that only the Commander-in-Chief, Almandine, had the authority to order a ceasefire, and he was in Cesadonia.
We shouldn't read this bit.
Yeah, they don't. We'll have to pick up here next time because they don't have access to this part of the journal yet.
We don't know that this has happened yet.
Well, then.
No.
Welp, then.
It is time to call it a night. Just a reminder, there is no Kage's board on Tuesday, as we will be back down in Jersey for Kagami's adoption hearing. So we will be back next weekend for more Hakuoki and either Tales of the Abyss or D&D. We're not quite sure yet. But in the meantime, matane!
Jenny!
Till next time.
Hey guys, do you like our content? Do you want to support the show? Click the link in the description below to visit our donation page. All proceeds go towards new and better equipment and games you want to see us play. Everyone who donates will get a special shout out at the end of future videos, and we're currently working on setting up some special perks for you. If you don't want to donate, that's okay too. You can support us by subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you get notified whenever we put out a new video. A huge thank you to Kyle Sheridan for donating and helping to keep our show going.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Let's Voice Act Tales of the Abyss. If you want to watch the last episode, click the box on the left. Or if you want to listen to our fantasy journey of Dungeons & Dragons from our show called Saving Throw, then I suggest clicking the box on the right. So again, thanks for watching and see you next time. Janet!